Everybody knows that you've come around in terms of crypto as a whole, but then you got excited with DeFi and with NFTs. One of my favorite NFT examples is one that you gave on an interview where you talked about, hey, why can't Mavs tickets in the future be NFTs? And the reason I love it is because it's totally vertical. You have control of that. So it's not a government, red tape type of issue. You have control, and it's a use case outside of the art world that is a win-win for customers and owners. Can you talk about how far you think NFTs can go?
Yeah, I mean, look, the whole collectible thing is just proof of concept for smart contracts. Period, end of story. Because the real money and the real opportunity is going to come from business applications. Things like DocuSign, forget about it. It's going to change, right? Insurance applications. I'll give you the perfect example. So there's a company, and I forget their name, that they have an insurance application that always just checks out an oracle for the National Weather Service for temperature and precipitation. So for the Mavericks, we had some crazy weather in Dallas a little over a month ago where it was below zero and we had a few inches of snow and everything closed. So I could have bought some insurance on a smart contract that said, if the temperature in Dallas goes below zero and we get more than 2 inches of precipitation, then pay me, how much does it cost? And you pay me this amount. Well, that's completely different than traditional insurance because it's all driven by a smart contract. It just naturally checks every 30 minutes the National Weather Service. And if it clicks and it's below zero and more than 2 inches of snow, it just pays right to my wallet. That's the type of application you're going to see more and more of. And then you're starting to look at, we were talking about optimism and the way they do things. Imagine if for health insurance, for claims against your insurance, instead of going through the disaster of trying to get your insurance company to try to pay your claim so you can get your money back, right, or stay alive, if there were a bunch of validators out there with a set of rules. And I think optimism's kind of approach is to look for fraud and for validators who don't do it the right way, right? So imagine if you had a bunch of validators that on an anonymous basis, you don't know who the person is, but just looked at the claim and authorized it or didn't authorize it. And if you got 80% of the people authorizing it, then your claim was approved and it happened in 6 minutes. Those are the types of applications that are just going to blow up. And tickets is just one more of them. Yeah. So, with tickets and NFTs, the beautiful part of it is it completely turns upside down the secondary market. So if somebody sells, they're a season ticket holder for the Mavs, or a broker gets a hold of some tickets and they go into StubHub and try to sell it, we don't see any of it. And it's actually a pain in the ass because of the way the brokers do it. They'll list tickets they don't even own, right? All that stops. All that goes away when you make it an NFT, and then we can unlock really cool stuff. We can check to see if it's in their wallet, to see if we want to download something in game, to make sure they're, they have it, to show that they're at the game. There's so many cool things that we can do. But like I said, the biggest and coolest stuff is going to happen in business and entertainment rather than arts and collectibles.